Welcome to the Big Sky. I'm Anthony Crescenzo. Eastern Washington's 34-30 win over Northern Iowa wasn't technically an upset, but with 4 starters missing, including All-American wide receiver Cooper Kupp, plus a halftime score of 28-7, I think many were shocked to see the final score. What changed? Coming out of halftime, Eagles' Antoine Cluster Jr. returned the kickoff 93 yards, and sophomore quarterback Riley Hennessy replaced Gage Gubrud. Hennessy completed 75% of his passes, going 21 of 28 for 226 yards, 3 touchdowns, including the game-winning fake field goal. He connected 23 yards with redshirt sophomore Bo Bias for Bias's first reception / touchdown of the season. Gubrud completed 13 of 26 for 114 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, plus 15 yards rushing. Stu Stiles, in for Cooper Kupp, caught 7 passes for 54 yards and a score. Kendrick Bourne had his second 100-yard day in a row and a career-high 10 receptions for 152 yards and a touchdown. Shaq Hill had 7 catches for 79 yards and a score. And Micaiah Zamora came back from a hamstring injury with 14 tackles. He was later named Roots Sports Defensive Player of the Week. The Eagles move to 2-1 and start conference play this week in Northern Arizona, where they hope to end the 2-game losing streak to the Lumberjacks. Cal Poly and the South Dakota Jackrabbits. Am I the only one who didn't see this coming? 38-31. The Mustangs rushed for 440 yards. Joe Prothro had 217 of those yards plus a touchdown. Saturday, they host the Montana Grizzlies. Rounding out the rest of the conference, Montana State shut out Western Oregon 55-0. Tyler Brugman threw for 211 and 3 touchdowns, while the defense created 5 turnovers. Northern Arizona over New Mexico Highlands 73-3. Case Cookus threw for 296 yards, 7 touchdowns, connecting with wide receiver Emmanuel Butler 5 of those times. Butler had 99 yards. Wyoming over UC Davis 45-22. Colorado State over Northern Colorado 47-21. Oregon State beat Idaho State 37-7. Washington State toppled Portland State 41-3. And the non-conference game between 2 Big Sky teams, Weber State and Sacramento State, 14-7. Honestly, they don't play each other this year when it counts, unless they meet in the playoffs. If this game is going to be on the schedule this year, it should count toward conference standings. You never know when you might need it. The Wildcats quarterback Jadrian Clark finished with 230 passing, 17 rushing, and the go-ahead score. My offensive player of the week is Cal Poly's Joe Prothro. We heard his name so much this weekend against South Dakota State that my kids are now saying it around the house. He is one of the big reasons the Mustangs won and did it in regulation. My defensive player of the week is Montana State's defense, the whole defense, forcing 5 turnovers against Western Oregon and allowing only 190 yards of total offense, plus holding the Wolves scoreless while their offense lit up the scoreboard. We can all appreciate great offense, but the only thing that separated the Bobcats defense from the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks defense is a field goal. Montana State's defense, complete shutdown of a game that wasn't close, goes to the testament of conditioning. This week starts conference play. North Dakota at Montana State. Sacramento State travels to Idaho State. Eastern Washington will visit Northern Arizona. Weber State goes to UC Davis. Portland State will travel to Southern Utah. And my game of the week, Montana at Cal Poly. This is one of 2 matchups that could be seen in the playoffs, the other being number 5, Eastern Washington at number 25, Northern Arizona. But this is 2 teams that are seriously climbing the ranks for a spot. The Grizzlies proved they're for real against number 14 UNI, and the Mustangs showed up against number 18 South Dakota State. Both are ranked top 25 FCS and major programs out of the Missouri Valley Conference. Both are probably going to the playoffs, which means that you have two strong programs, and the Grizzlies were on a bye week last week, so they're fresh. I do think the number 6 Montana Grizzlies will win, but it's going to be a one-score game, and it might go to overtime. By the way, Cal Poly should be ranked if this game is even close. For the Big Sky, I'm Anthony Crescenzo.